What's good, family? It's your boy Trav Coop from Generational Wealth Vibes, and welcome back to Generational Wealth Vibes TV, where we help you build generational wealth by creating additional streams of income. Today, I wanted to get into the 5 things you must know before starting Amazon FBA, because we want to help you create an additional stream of income and keep that additional stream of income flowing. So these are the 5 things you must know. Number 1, whenever you decide to do Amazon FBA, the fees are going to be a lot higher. You must pay, which they give you a good discount on it, to ship the products into their facilities, okay? You must package them a certain way, you must label each product a certain way, and you must have a barcode on that product, okay? So make sure that you calculate this from your net profit, because there will be extra fees associated with doing FBA as far as inbound shipping and then the storage costs at their facilities. So make sure that's calculated. Number 2, Amazon FBA will increase your returns. Me being in the book business, guys, people use Amazon in my industry as a library, and from talking to other sellers, they do the same in other categories because they know that Amazon is customer first or customer oriented. What they do is rent products from you, or in my case, they use me as a library. They rent the book, read it, and then return it and get a full refund. Whenever you do that FBA process, man, Amazon is going to give you no reason for your return. Just return it, and they don't care anything about the sellers. Now, not talking bad about Amazon, because they afforded me an opportunity to make multiple 6 figures doing this business. So that's just part of the game. If you do FBA, they're going to return a lot of products. They're going to use them. You're going to send them out new, and then when you get them back, they're going to be used, and then they will get a full refund. So guys, there are scammers out there, and in FBA, you will be introduced to a lot of them. So please set aside an amount or a percentage of your sales will be in returns. It's going to spike up those returns, guys. So please keep that in mind. Number 3, sales tax. Whenever you're doing Amazon FBA, the sales tax is calculated a little bit different because they've been changing this over the past few years. Even if, let's say for example, I'm located in South Carolina. If I'm located in South Carolina and I send my inventory into Amazon and they ship it to a warehouse where it's going to fulfill the orders to the customers in California, I now will have to pay California sales tax. So the sales tax will fluctuate depending on which facility that your products will be housed at. And it's not like they send all of my products to one facility. I could have 100 books in California, 20 books in Texas, 30 books in New York, 100 books in North Carolina. Guys, they are spread all over the place. So that sales tax for your order, depending on where it's shipped from, will fluctuate. So please keep that in mind. Number 4, missing inventory. I don't know how many times in the past I've sent in books or sent in products, and I sent out 1,000, and then whenever I go check the Amazon app, they say they received 923. My other 77 products just almost disappeared in the thin air. Now, let me say this. Sometimes whenever you ask them to do an investigation, they do find them. But sometimes they just get lost in the process, and that's part of the game of sending stuff into Amazon. And I don't know if it happened for everybody, but for me, for sure. They've lost expensive books and not so expensive books. That's just one of those things. Whenever you have a human checking these things in, mistakes are going to happen. So be prepared to deal with those mistakes. That every time you send product in, it's not going to always be accurate. Things do happen and the mistakes will show. At first I was super upset when this happened, but I learned that if I wanted to do FBA, then this would be a part of the game. And the fifth thing you must know is product damage. Whenever you send something into Amazon, I don't care how well you package it, some stuff is still going to get damaged. Some things are still going to be lost once they're checked in. So guys, be prepared for that lost inventory. Now, in the case, sometimes they do reimburse your fees, but sometimes it's not the full amount. I mean, you would have to have a receipt showing what you paid for it, an invoice. Sometimes that's not always the case, because if you purchase something for wholesale and you market it up to sell it, they're only going to give you back what you paid for it when you could have sold it, for $20 or $30 more. So be prepared for that. Now, sometimes Amazon has given me what it would have went for online, but not all the time. Sometimes they just give you, the lowest price on the listing or less than that. Now guys, I don't want to discourage you or scare you from joining FBA, because it can be a great program if you have items that are selling fast, and if you know these 5 things already and prepared to deal with them as a part of the business, it would be a great option to do. And the 6th one, as a bonus tip, be prepared to deal with inventory storage limit. They're going to cap you off at a certain amount of inventory that you can send in. So make sure that you're sending in inventory that's selling fast, or else they're going to keep decreasing your limits until the fees, and they're going to decrease your limits and increase your fees. So they're going to squeeze you so tight that it wouldn't be worth it. So make sure you're sending in fast selling products to avoid that, and they will actually expand your limits. Now, I don't want to scare you guys away from FBA. Make sure that you have these things down and you have it accounted for in your business plan, that you know that these things are going to come up, these 6 things. Long as you do that, FBA is a great choice. It's not always hands off as people make it seem, but it is a great choice. You can move as much inventory as you need without having to have that big warehouse. So again, I appreciate your time. It's Trav Coop from Generational Wealth Vibes. The next video, I'm going to talk about the 5 pros that you need to know about FBA. And if you haven't already, go check me out on Instagram at Travis_GWV. And if you hadn't already, hit the like and subscribe button to this channel. I'm going to keep bringing game, keep bringing plays. Y'all be easy.